다자하. Happy Easter, everybody, if you celebrate or celebrated. So happy is 快乐, right? So today is Easter Monday. Normally I make videos on Sundays, and let me use this unique opportunity and say 今天星期一, right? Monday, not a Sunday. And I welcome you to this vlog about my progress in Chinese, which is the third one. And today I want to talk about minimal pairs in Chinese. Being a structuralist in my heart, I think, yes. I love working with minimal pairs in English, in German, and in Russian, and it turns out in Chinese, because what you've seen on the thumbnail, okay, are like a pair, right? A minimal pair, meaning it is a pair that only differs in one element, okay? So, for example, if we take zeal and seal in English, two words that differ only in one letter, the first letter, right? Completely different meanings, right? And somehow I find it effective to work with minimal pairs, okay? And so I've been collecting minimal pairs in Chinese since I think I started learning it, which is June 2023. And this minimal pair is challenging for me because of pronunciation, and also because of the fact that in Russian there is a swear word that sounds very similar, but luckily I never use it, and so it does not block my usage of this word in Chinese. But hui, I think hui, so back, hui jia, hui jia, hui jia. Okay, so go home, hui jia, as opposed to this hui, hui, which has like two meanings. I'm sure it's got more than two, but for the time being I'm familiar with two. And the first one is being able to do something, and in my head I've got like three modal verbs for can in Chinese. So we've got hui, we've got 可以, and we've got 能. Okay, so I'm going to write them up on the board for you just to demonstrate. But can you see hui, 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 hui? Okay, sounds similar, different characters, different tones, meaning a minimal pair. So let's begin with the first minimal pair, being hui, second tone, as opposed to hui, fourth tone, okay? And Paul Noble, the Chinese course of home, or whom I'm listening to, he calls it the person upstairs' tone. So somebody's upstairs, they haven't caught quite what the person downstairs has said, and it's like, yeah, hui, hui. The second tone is a nightmare for me. Hui. Anyway, as opposed to kung fu, hui, hui, hui. This hui. Okay, so now let's build a network around this hui, because in terms of meaning it is not dissimilar to 可以, right? And it is certainly not dissimilar to 能, nasal, 能, 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 which is能. Oh, second tone. Ooh, 能, 能. And now let's stroke it. Right! The component that I am missing is Okay. Based on what I know so far, we've got 3 synonyms, but those are used or deployed in different contexts or different situations. For example, 会 describes your ability, that you know how to do something. For example, 我会说英文，我会说英文，我会说英文。I can speak English. This can 可以 describes the permission. So you're permitted, you're allowed to do something. Okay, so 我可以 okay, 我可以用他的电脑. I'm allowed to use his computer or his laptop. No, computer. 电脑. It's not 手机电脑. Okay, 我可以用他的电脑. Right? So this one. And then nang describes my physical ability to do something. Okay, for example, 下个星期三我能来上课. I can come to the class next Wednesday. Okay, 下个星期三我能来上课. Okay. Also, I've got a sentence from, and I've got some news. Bear with me. You guys know that I've transitioned from one school to another, Confucius Institute, and thus I've transitioned from one book to another, and I'm now working with this standard course MHSK. I've no idea what those letters stand for. There is no letter C, which would make sense. C for Chinese. I don't know. No idea. If you know, please let me know in the comments down below. So this is the course book, this is the workbook, and just to give you an idea, so we've completed chapter 12. So we had homework of chapter 12, okay, and it was time telling, also the weather, and I was struggling with this part, listening. Ting, okay, because we've got our next meme up here, perhaps, which is 下午, afternoon, as opposed to 下雨, which is rain. And I'm sorry, in Chinese, this afternoon it will rain. It is so difficult to decipher, you know, in normal Chinese speech. Anyway, probably I took a listen like 20 times to get it. This is how hard it is for me, okay? And I'm really being honest here and real, hopefully. Yeah, but so just to let you know, new course book, a new workbook. So we also had homework, characters, characters, based on like the chapter that we are doing, and the teacher, she's like looking over the characters and giving feedback, like for example in terms of the order of the strokes, or I don't know if it's done sloppily, perhaps, because I've been told that in China it's like really strict and diligent work with the characters. Yeah, right, that's update number 1. So sticking with the first minimal pair, I've got an example based on this book. So it's 爸爸8点见 okay. 回家吗? Yeah. And the answer is 会. Will Dad come home before 8? He will. Okay, so this is like the second meaning of hui. I've told you already. It's nothing to do with being able to do something. Okay, so again, let me write it up on the board. 爸爸捡钱回家吗 The second example is 明天他会来吗 Will she come tomorrow? 她会来 She will come. Second example with 会 and the last one is 今天会下雨吗 Will it rain today? 今天不会下雨 Minimal pair 1 is done. Let me actually demonstrate how much I struggled with the listening part at chapter 12. Okay, so it's a different procedure. So I have got a QR code that I've scanned already, and so I've chosen the relevant chapter, the relevant audio, and I've had to fast forward a bit so that you now know why I've picked the next minimal pair being 下午 as opposed to 下雨。
13. 明天上午不会下雨，下午会下雨。
明天什么时候会下雨？
什么时候 So 1.
13.
明天上午不会下雨，下午会下雨。
下午会下雨。
明天什么时候会下雨
Basically, 下午会下雨 right? And I love those little raindrops in this character, which is actually similar to 老师, the she part, right? So without the raindrops, obviously, and there are 2 more strokes as in 10. But don't worry, it's another minimal pair. Right, okay. Minimal pair number 3 is 钱 and 钱. So these are actually homophones. They sound the same, so they've got the same tone, second tone. They've got the same pinyin, but they've got different characters. 钱, a go, you know, as in here, as in here, as in here, this 钱. A go, right? So 爸爸捡钱回家吗 Okay, a go. And this 钱 is very important, like super important, because it's money. Okay, I hope you can remember the character. I hope it goes like it. 钱. So now we've got 2 homophones. 钱, a go, number 1. 钱, money, number 2. They together are a partner to 钱, first tone, okay? 钱, which is, I think 1000. I've already introduced 菜, okay? So we've got 2 homophones again. 菜. Now I've got a third one in this club, okay? It's a homophone, 菜, but it's spelled differently in terms of pinyin. Let me demonstrate. The third side that I've learned means two things: a dish or a meal and a vegetable. Okay, 菜. Okay, so 你想点什么菜? What meal would you like to order? 你想点什么菜? Right. Also, this Thai is one of the components in a Chinese vegetable, which is, I think, Chinese vegetable, big Chinese vegetable, or Chinese leaf, which is a big white vegetable. Okay, 大白菜. The next minimal pair is 百 weight as opposed to by 100. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging with me. I've got a couple of technical issues and I need to constantly double check the order of the strokes, the pronunciation, because stuff gets rusty if you don't use it, if you don't repeat, okay? And yeah, I'm so glad that I've repeated so much tonight. Right. Next minimal pair is to walk, which is 走, and to make or to do, which is I. Probably the most frequent verb in Chinese, right? Which is 做. 做饭. To cook, to make a deal. For example, the next minimal pair comes up in Hanyu, so the second component, which is language, which is equivalent to when, right? 英文, 中文, huh? 中文, second tone, you know, no problem. Right, so it's Hanyu, okay, as opposed to 下雨, because they're spelled identically. Yu, and are pronounced identically, but they've got different characters. Off we go. So 6, this is number 7. And then the pronunciation.
Hanyu.
Hanyu. Right. The next minimal pair is may as opposed to my. May, my. Because they're so close to one another, I've sort of, yeah, devoted some attention to this pair. Okay, so this is male, okay, and my 东西, which is dong. What was dong again? Let us dwell on this xi for a second, because it's a partner to a different xi, as in 没关系. Okay? They sound similar, different tones, different characters, different meaning. Right. So, 西, which on its own means west. 西. And 东 which means east. Okay, so 西. Right, as opposed to a very interesting character. I also want to share with you a minimal pair which has something to do with qi. First qi occurs in 不客气 and 坚持. Okay, so that's number 10. As opposed to 气 in 对不起. Okay, 对不起. So we've got 对, third tone, right? So 坚持, 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 坚持. Second tone as opposed to 对不起, 起, third tone. So far, so good. What else do we have? Okay, next pair or trio is a collection of 可以不客气. For example, 现在无见差. 一可, right? 一可, yes, 1/4. 一可. 三可. So it's a quartet, like it's 4 components. Okay, let us begin. 可. So 2 tones, second tone, meaning, so we've got homophones, same pinyin, same tones, but different characters, different meaning. And the last one is 上课. 上课. Another second tone 课. So we've got how many? Okay, just a second. 上课, which means go to class. 上课. Oh, guys, I am missing a crucial component here. Forgive me. Okay, so a character that looks like an I in English. 上课. Okay, so what does it mean? We've got 1, 2, 3 homophones. Okay, 不客气, second tone, then 上课, second tone, and then 一课, second tone, 3 times, and then 可以, third tone, 可. Okay, something that caught my eye, and it's easier for me to operate with those mentally. Okay, so to sort of differentiate between them. I think another minimal pair I've introduced already, which is cha and cha. Oh, I forgot something. I forgot something. It's late. Can you tell? Ta ta ta. I forgot the roof. But it's good. I'm likely to remember this next time, right? Cha. Ta ta. Cha. Cha. Okay, good. And then there is a different cha. This one. And I forgot a component as well.
茶
It's cha. Can you see it? Looks like I forgot something. Yes, of course. 2, 3. Huh? Really? The last memo pair for today has something to do with how and how. So, hen how, hen how, hen how, hen how. Very good. Or 几号. What date is today, right? 今天几号? 今天, E? Do you say E? I think so. E April, which is 4月. Right. So 13 we've got how. This is my collection of minimal pairs for today. I've literally run out of space, so I am going to keep collecting, keep detecting, keep paying attention, close attention to detail, because I love doing it, and keep sharing my findings with you guys. Hopefully it's helpful to you. I don't know, but it's definitely helpful for me, because by repeating this stuff right now, trust me, I've solidified this information in my head, in my mind, right? And I've also repeated stuff, and I am very happy and fortunate to have you guys and to have this opportunity, unique opportunity to share and to learn together. That's all from me for today. Hope that's enough, and I shall see you in my next video. 再见！下个星期再见，下个星期见。Is it? See you next Sunday.